You know, when your kids put a boomer sticker on the side of your car on the passenger side?
No, I don't know one. It was tragedy all around this weekend for the one time Queen of Pop. It was announced that her mother, Patricia, and sister, Allison, both died on the same day. And she has said, "My heart is broken." She appreciates everyone's love and support and respect for her privacy during this impossible time. The same day. I've lost my mother this past weekend. Sadly, in a tragic turn of events, my sister lost her life on the same day. The Grammy Award winning singer, 55, said in an exclusive statement, although no other details, including the causes of death, are known at this time. Patricia was previously married to Alfred Roy Carey, who is a Juilliard trained opera singer and vocal coach, before the couple welcomed Allison, Mariah, and son Morgan. Maybe that's where she got the whistle tones from. You know, she's got 4 octaves, Mariah Carey, and she did at one point. I mean, as you get older, you lose some of that upper end of your range. Mariah's relationship with her mother, from whom she had her vocal talents were inherited, is said to have been complicated through her life. Like many aspects of my life, my journey with my mother has been full of contradictions and competing realities. It's never been only black and white. It's been a whole rainbow of emotions. Our relationship, in a prickly rope of pride, pain, shame, gratitude, jealousy, admiration, and disappointment. A lot of times what we end up seeing is that when a child ends up being more talented than a talented parent, a parent sadly gets jealous of that child. That's the problem with people who want to be famous. That when you don't make it, it can get ugly. You only need to look to Al Pacino's dad. Al Pacino's dad has tried to bite Al Pacino's style the entire time, and then does all of these B movies and Sal Pacino. You can't even make that up. Al and Sal Pacino. They should have done a buddy comedy together. Guys 82, there's still time for old Sal to team up with him. But yeah, it's been known in the industry that he's just a total jerk. Old Salvatore Pacino. So it's not uncommon that you would see a back and forth like that, especially when you see the just raw talent that Mariah Carey had. This is a story about how you got to make sure you're capitalizing on your fame, but you're capitalizing correctly. You may have been inundated with demurity recently, and that is because of creator Jules LeBron on TikTok. Skyrocketed to fame from just the beginning of this month with that one video there. A video about being ready for work and how you look. And she used the term very demure, very mindful. Since then, a litany of famous people have also used it, including Halle Berry. J-Lo has been shown doing it. Now, it has come out that someone is trying to file a trademark on very demure, very mindful. That someone is not Jules LeBron. In fact, the phrase very demure, very mindful was filed for trademark by Jefferson Bates on August 20th, according to legal documents. And he filed the request in Washington. And LeBron, who popularized the expression, is not named on the application. Now, of course, this upset Jules, and they put together a video about it that has since been deleted. But here's the deal. Just because you file for a trademark does not mean a trademark has been granted. So the time now is for Jules LeBron to file her own trademark, get a trademark attorney, and go from there. Famously, a lot of people don't know that Make America Great Again was not originally trademarked by Donald Trump. Donald Trump started saying Make America Great Again in his first campaign, and then a radio guy named Bobby Bones set it on his program. So once he has also said it and no one else has trademarked it, you can make a claim for trademark. You have to have used it. Okay. Trademark is nationwide. Service mark is inside a state. So there's another difference too. You can have a mark that's not necessarily a nationwide mark. But when it comes to the trademark of Make America Great Again, Bobby Bones trademarked it out from under Donald Trump and then sold it back to him for a donation to St. Jude. So he ended up doing good with it. But if you're not careful as you're going viral, you can lose control of your property. You can lose control of something that you had then made famous. So if on the off chance you go viral, okay, you get yourself an attorney and you get yourself a trademark attorney. That's a separate kind of attorney, and you file your trademark. If you're wondering why all the demure, this is the original video to close out your top two. This is what Jules is in a legal battle over now. Of course it did. Of course it was the fewer commercials. What's up, everybody? How are we today? Very demure, very mindful. I hope so. I hope so. Anybody else going to bust themselves out? What you been stealing lately? What was the last thing you stole? Hold on 1 second, guys. I got to call my daughter out of school. Hey, Paula, Josh Nelson giving you a call. Penelope is not going to be in school today. She's feeling under the weather. I know. She's faking it real good. You know what I mean? She got the hot water bottle. She put the thermometer on it. These kids don't know. Like back in the day, you could cheat, right? These digital thermometers, they have to really be sick. Oh my God, yes. We will. Thanks. Roman will still be in though. Thanks, Paul. Do great in Arkansas. Oh, poor Penelope. I know. God, it's just like girl can't win, you know? Can't win. Can't win for losing, as they say. So small Tom here. Oh, Lord. Very demure. Very mindful. Save. Let's go. Save. Thank you. Nelson. Nelson Romore. And show sports. 08, 27, 24. I'm going to save all this too. Yeah, she's just not feeling well. That means dad's got to go. And like, it ain't easy being a single parent. You know what I mean? Luckily, I have family to help out to a degree, but Hey, short stack. Hey, weird. God dang it. No, short stack. Check, check, check. I don't know if that's any better. I can't hear it. How about now? Yeah, that makes sense. How about now? Oh, that's so frustrating. I hate this freaking computer. If it's not one thing, it's another with this stupid computer. And it's not even like an old computer, which is the most frustrating part probably of all of it. Yeah, delete, delete. Ugh, that's just that's just Nelson, you know? Because it is. Uh, 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 um, Soundgarden. No, short stack. I won't. Can't stop, won't stop. In fact. Uh, 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 uh. Feel good. Save as. More options. Need more options.
Then and now, country. This is real country music here on Bluffs Country.
Oh, well. I need to find a new Wi-Fi provider because I swear T-Mobile's had so many outages this year and I'm over it. I need to do classwork and I can't because my Wi-Fi is out until probably Thursday. You need to get that. You need to get that Verizon. Verizon is top notch. New folder 08 28 24 because that's going to be a bit that I do tomorrow. Right. Mm. Oh, that sucks. Short stack. You're ridiculous. I'm supposed to go see Keanu Reeves tonight. But I don't know if I'll be able to now with Penelope being sick. I hope so. Son of a gun. Where did that go? Where did that just download to?
This is Nelson in the Morning on Bluffs Country 1065.
In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to tell you what this
I know Kung Fu.
has to do with La Vista. Yes, that and La Vista are firmly tied together tonight. If you are looking for something to do, there could be a unique opportunity for you to also practice your Kung Fu skills. We'll get into that. Like I said, in the next 10 minutes, we're broadcasting live, facebook.com/Bluffs Country on the Performance Digital Cam. Got to get a quick look at your weather for today. Possibly that will affect your decision on your Kung Fu practice. I'm so excited. 90 for the high today. In fact, just shy, 89. We've dropped down a tick. Could be some rain off and on. Have a chance you're going to run into any moisture throughout the rest of the day, and then it could pick up this evening as a chance for thunder showers will begin overnight. Currently 73 degrees. Next couple of days, lows in the 70s. So we're getting ready to take that slide down into more temperate weather. I think everybody's excited about that. Don't you know? Yeah, we're betting 1,000 on the Council Bluffs side of things. Moving right along. When we look over to Douglas County, though, I-680 southbound, the off-ramp to Dodge. Stop and go. There's an accident on the exit ramp. Stop rubbernecking. Stop and go traffic then on Dodge Street eastbound from 192nd to 129th. So all of Dodge eastbound. I-80 eastbound between the Exchange and 84th Street, you'll find slow traffic probably being pushed back by the nonsense on 680. And then JFK northbound, not to be left out. JFK wants you to know it's there. Between Childs and F Street, you will find slow traffic there as well.
Our kids are back to school, and so is all care.
Morning. My brain is fried. It's your baby daddy? Well, your baby daddy's in La Vista. You better not. You better not. You better not rubberneck. You better, whatever the opposite of rubber is, glue. You better glue neck. I think that's the opposite of rubber, is glue. At least that's what the rhyme told. I'm, in fact, rubber. And you are glue. Whatever you say bounces off me, or what? Sticks to you. That's absolutely correct. That's absolutely correct. If you said sticks to you, you are 100% correct. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Make this element next. Boom, 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 boom. Pace. Pace is a place for the help for hardware, folks. I say knowing damn well I don't have a car. I'm going to try something here in a minute on the air that could blow up in my face. Could blow up. But it's worth a try. It's worth a try. First off, we got to do a little bit of news. Seconds. Your local news with Carla James this hour is brought to us by Pace Arts Center. Yeah, the Arts Center, not the pecani sauce. Potawatomi Arts, Culture, and Entertainment. See how that works? PACE, Pace. Strengthening, developing, and promoting arts, cultural, and historical institutions and organizations, as well as activities in Council Bluffs, Potawatomi County, and throughout Southwest Iowa. You can see their full calendar of classes and events at paceartsiowa.org. Carla James.
For Bluffs Country News, I'm Carla James. We have a bit more information.
She is. She's Carla James. I don't think anybody liked my "What Are You Stealing" post. Carla James. Carla James did. News professional Carla James. Deborah. That's awesome. I don't think you're stealing. I don't think if they screw up, I don't think that's a steal. I think that's justifiable homicide or stealicide, whatever. Justifiable homicide is the title you normally hear, but it's justifiable what? Theft? 3 cases of water sent to my foyer. You got a foyer? My guess is you call it a foyer. It's a foyer. Yeah. You didn't know you were Franc, did you? Franc. The split between J-Lo and Ben Affleck was all the alcohol. You weren't supposed to copy that album, dude. You were not supposed to copy that album. Thank you. Thank you, KETV. Right after Lady A, we're going to find out what Kung Fu got to do with La Vista. Could be an interesting night. It's Bluffs Country, 106.5. You gonna pour me a drink. Gonna pour me a drink. Gonna turn it to tank. I have a dog that is crazier than me, if possible. He's got scars all over his face. Looks like I put him into a fighting ring. I know better. I know better, Deborah. 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 Oh, that should be easy to remember.
This is Nelson in the Morning on Bluffs Country 106.5.
Just a handful of words that forever change many people's lives and the face of cinema, at least for a decade. And that was I know Kung Fu. He knows Kung Fu. To which Morgan Freeman then said, what? Show me. There won't be any Kung Fu tonight. That's not what's in La Vista. What is in La Vista tonight, reunited and back in the Metro for the first time in 20 years, almost 20 years, Keanu Reeves and his band, Dog Star. Oh, yeah, Keanu's in town, baby! That means Keanu Reeves right now is at some hotel, possibly having breakfast at some fancy restaurant. Could be downtown. You think maybe he's over in Council Bluffs? You think maybe he's heard about like LPLs? Will he be having a pork tenderloin sandwich? I don't know if old John Wick is going to be having any pork tenderloin sandwiches, but he is in town. Keanu Reeves is in town. Now, there are other people in Keanu Reeves' band, but I mean, don't we all notice Keanu Reeves' band? Don't we all know him as Keanu Reeves, Mr. Reeves? Now, I am a little worried. I'm in a new relationship. Okay. By the way, Robert Mailhouse is the drummer. Brett Domrose is the lead guitarist and lead vocalist. Keanu isn't even the lead vocalist. He's just the bassist, man. Proving once again that bass players do get play. Okay. Although I think he's in a committed relationship. Dogstar is the name of the act. My girlfriend is actually taking me to it, which is awesome. Shout out, like, having a supportive girlfriend that takes you places. A lot of things that have happened in this relationship recently that have just been like really awesome. Like things that I've just never experienced. Like I cried over an air freshener the other day. That's a story for another day. But yeah, it was just a sweet little moment that happened that involved an air freshener and this woman. And so the other day she goes, "Hey, I've got these tickets to Dogstar, the Keanu Reeves band. I would like you to come with me." And I go, "Okay, yeah. I love Keanu Reeves. I don't know anything about Dogstar. I don't know anything about their music other than they're an alternative rock band. I've heard like little snippets of them. They got a new album out. But here's the thing. Her story is a little more tragic. So, in 1997, they played the Ranch Bowl and she was all set to go. And then she brought a friend of hers that she bought the ticket for. This is why I have to live up to whatever happens. If Keanu Reeves steals my girlfriend today, so be it. It was meant to be. But she took her friend, and then her friend didn't eat anything all day and then overheated. And so she had to take her friend home. And so she missed out. She didn't come back to the Ranch Bowl. There's no Uber back then. So it's not like you could like her friend was passing out at the Ranch Bowl, which wasn't like, it was like par for the course at the Ranch Bowl, if you remember. The Ranch Bowl, if you're too young for that or you weren't, maybe you're new to the area, was a legendary music venue. It was literally a bowling alley, and it was off of 72nd Street. It's a Walmart now. So if you're headed on 72nd Street north and you get on the way to Dodge, you see that small Walmart next to the QT. That used to be the greatest music venue that ever existed. Metallica played and bowled there. Okay? A litany of artists have played. Pearl Jam. I'm just some of the greatest in rock and roll have played there. I'm sorry, I'm unfamiliar with what country acts, if any, had played there. That's because I didn't get into country music until, I don't know, 14 years ago or so when I started working at it in radio. So that's my apology to you. I should be better. All right. I should be a better broadcaster, but just this is the cards we're being dealt right now. But tonight at the Astro, which if you haven't seen a show at the Astro, you are missing out. The cool thing about the Astro is that it's like double duty because there's an outside stage and like a beautiful open area. There's some grass that they've got like in there, and then the backdrop is the old La Vista Falls golf course. So you can like park at the golf course's old clubhouse and then walk through a beautiful city park to get there. And as long as you don't think too hard about how that was your favorite golf course, just me, got it. And you walk by the 7th green where I got my first birdie, you can think about that. It's right before you get to the turn for the Astro. A lot of memories. At La Vista Falls. It's a park now, and the Astro is on the other side of it. But there's also an inside venue, and that's where Dogstar is going to be, which thank God because it's going to be 90. Okay. So tonight, if you're spying around town before 8 o'clock when the show starts, there's a really good chance you could see Keanu Reeves. And if you do, whatever you do not say this to him.
I know Kung Fu.
That is not a cool move. It's not a cool move. Don't call him Mr. Wick. Don't do any of that nonsense. Wait, you know what? It's not time for that. It's time for new music. What am I doing? I'm so excited about Keanu Reeves. I'm going to look at your weather here. First, we got to get that new one from Post Malone to Blake Shelton.
40 hours got down my mind.
I golf. Yeah, I golf. Oh, I'm going to get pictures. The tickets that this woman has, they're like 3rd row dead center. It's insane. Yeah. Didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Okay, let's roll. Yeah. I'm always down for somebody else who wants to pay for golf. Oh, ow, ow, ow. That hurt. My elbow. It hurt. It's it's on, Shorty. We will for sure go golfing. Mm. Oh my god, dang elbow. Somebody pour me a drink.
In a train, somebody pour me a drink. Yes, sir. Pour me a drink. I'm on it, buddy. Pour me a drink.
This is Nelson in the Morning on Bluffs Country 1065.
Will you be doing any traveling this weekend? You will not be alone. Could be a little easier on the pocketbook as well, which is nice. As they say, things like gas prices in Nebraska and Iowa are cheaper compared to a year ago. But as we get ready for the Labor Day weekend, travelers throughout southeast Nebraska and southwest Iowa can anticipate dry conditions, near normal temperatures for the area during the weekend. Highs are expected in the upper 70s, low 80s. And of course, kickoff of football is this weekend as well. So maybe you'll be going to Iowa City. If you're not, or even if you're on your way to Iowa City, you can listen to the game while you're sitting there in Hawkeye Stadium, as we're your home of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Oh, yeah, you get it on the app, man. Just download the app today. You're missing out if you're not on the app. But the Labor Day weekend is upon us, and here's just some stuff from AAA. Do you AAA? Hi, AAA. Man, you don't ever use AAA until you use AAA, and then you find out real quickly why AAA is worth whatever my dad pays for it. Shout out, Dennis! We stand a king who takes care of his kids. Overall, domestic travel for Labor Day weekend expected to be up about 10%, while the cost of travel is down about 2%. Airfares are down 2%. Gas is cheaper. They say Epley is anticipating about 59,000 people to roll through Friday through Monday, about 2% higher than last year when they had 58,000 passengers. The busiest day, of course, will be Friday. Based on airline schedules, passengers should arrive at least 2 hours early. I tell you what, man, Epley will randomly be like a major airport at like a 6 o'clock on a Tuesday morning. You know what I mean? So Friday, Labor Day, you definitely want to give yourself some extra time. As I stated before, gas prices are cheaper. The average price for a gallon of regular gas in Nebraska is $3.15. And I believe just a little bit shy of that, $3.10 in Iowa, 45 cents less than the price last year. The price of $3.13. The price of a regular gallon of gas Monday in Iowa stood at $3.13 compared to $3.59 per gallon last year. You should expect the most severe traffic jams before the holiday weekend as commuters are mixing with other travelers. You know what I mean? So if you're driving down to St. Louis or you're going to go all the way into Oklahoma the beautiful thing about living in the Midwest here, especially in the metro, is that you get accustomed to driving places, right? So when I moved to California, people are like, what do you mean you're going to, I was going to drive down to LA. So the part of California I was living in is called Sacramento, the capital city of California. And that's in, if you're from there, NorCal. NorCal, they call that. It's not SoCal, it's NorCal, bruh. It's north of the Bay Area, which, by the way, let me tell you, don't go to California and look like an idiot like I did. San Jose, that's part of the Bay too. It's not all just San Francisco. San Francisco's a peninsula. I'm getting off the topic. Don't get distracted. But as I'm sitting there, I'm going, yeah, it's like 6 hours, 6.5 hours to drive from Sacramento to LA. I go, let's just drive. Like, what? Oh, we're not driving. We're going to fly down there. I was like, for one, how are we going to drive around when we get down there? What do you think a rental car costs in LA? I've got a car right here. Dude, it's like $75 to fly down there. No, we drive. We're from the Midwest. We drive. So if you're going to a Denver, if you're going to a Chicago, you're going to a Minneapolis this weekend for Labor Day, just note on Friday, that's going to be the nastiest day of driving if that's when you leave because you're going to be mixing with 5 o'clock traffic. You leave at 8 a.m. to drive to Chicago. By the time you get to Chicago, it's going to be rush hour. And it can take you 2 and 3 hours to get from the edge of the city to downtown. So just plan accordingly as you're doing a little bit of driving, okay? Pull over when you need to. Stop and see some sights. Sometimes it's about the journey. It's not about the destination. But if you are traveling this weekend, you are not alone. Let's have a little composure, a little decorum. Be very mindful. Be very demure. Trademark your viral status. As for today, we're not getting into those 70s other than to sit there right now on the climb up or tonight as we get down into the 70s because we're going to be topping out right around 90 again. Not a heat advisory, but that's all right. We got over 100 yesterday. I don't believe we set the record, though. That one still stands from 1955. Currently, it is 74 degrees in the metro. Loving that. Where do we sit traffic-wise? Well, you're on 680 southbound with the off-ramp to Dodge Street, you're sitting in stop-and-go traffic because there's an accident on the exit ramp. As if that exit ramp isn't already nasty enough. Slow traffic, Dodge Street eastbound, 196 to 144th, so that's let up a little bit. It used to be all to 128. Slow traffic reported I-80 eastbound between Q and 84th and the JFK between Q and F Street. So, but Q Street today. No queue over here in Council Bluffs and no slow or stop and go traffic either. So just saying, we're hiring. If you want to chop over here, email Adam at walnutmediausa.com.
Share My Smile, a local nonprofit that's.
All right, everybody, I'm shutting down the cam. Go enjoy your herd, Deborah. Great seeing everybody.